Trends don't stop into the car world of GTA Online. Electric cars, hybrid cars, or even super sedans. All these are able to destroy supercars with prices over the $1 million barrier. But the SUV segment was a little bit forgotten until the 18th of December of 2018, when our God-saver rockstar came up with this, the Pegassi Toros, the fast SUV in the game that was able to destroy in the track expensive cars like the Dinka Sugoi, the Babbitt GB200 or the Pfister Comet SR. So it's a good choice for half the price compared to all those super and sports cars that we mentioned. But the thing is, it was the only option available if you wanted a fast super SUV. Until 2019, in this year the Lampadati Novak and the Ubermacht Rebla Gts arrived. These aren't as fast as the Toros, and both are more expensive even knowing they are slower. And these are not super SUVs. This could be more considered as sport SUVs, and in this episode of two-step review we are gonna compare them to see which one deserves to be the best second option to the Toros. My name is Rod, welcome to 7th episode of two-step review.
Know you want one. Oh! Jesus Christ!
Fast design. The Rebla GTS seems like a more family-friendly chassis with a very German and aggressive lines. Compared to the Novak, it's wider, taller, longer and a little bit heavier. And one remarkable feature is the glass roof, which gives him a more luxury style and by the way makes it seem more expensive. And about the Novak is smaller compared to the Rebla GTS, and that also means it's lighter, which also by the way, as you can see later, means that on the track it's gonna move faster. But about the generic design, it's more rounded and seems like a more Italian and longer Toros. Both cars have operational trunks and hoods, both have 4 doors and both sounds very luxury when closing and opening. And talking about sounds, both have a pretty similar engine sound. The Novak sounds more higher and sportier. Meanwhile, the Rebla GTS is softer and deeper, with addition of pops and bangs that you can't find on the Novak. About the interior, no surprises or differences. Here both have the same interior model, but the Novak has a little bit more visibility on the sides and a less intrusive A-pillar compared with the Rebla GTS. But this one has the roof glass panel, which gives him more life and light to the interior, and also has more visibility when going reverse. So in general design we can say that the Rebla GTS seems a little bit more premium and seems like you get more of everything. And that's maybe one of the points why are you paying more. But the question is, are you also paying more money due to the extra performance, or it's worse compared to the Novak? Well, on paper, yes, you get more in terms of performance, but either way, let's see how both work on a straight line, making a drag race. No surprises, Rebla GTS won that. But what about track performance? Well, here the story changes. Getting into a corner, the Novak feels more stable than the Rebla, and this last has the ability of lose the back end with a lot of ease. And coming out of a corner, both understeer a lot. Mostly the Novak, but that way of perform going fast makes it more stable and novel, which is something that the Rebla can't presume of being. Also, Novak steering feels a little bit quicker and responsive. So, talking about track performance, the Novak feels sportier. But are these feelings gonna reflect into the final lap times? Let's see. But before getting into track times, remember you will have the full laps of each one in the description below. So, what are the results? Well, the final results say that more than 90% of our viewers are non-subscriber. So remember, if you like our content, you can subscribe. Now, the lap time results. The Rebla GTS made a time around our test track of 2 minutes 21 seconds. And the Novak made a time of 2 minutes 20 seconds. So there you have it. The Novak is a better track-focused family car, and the Rebla is better for drag racing and making some pulls in the highway. But the final question is the best second option in case you don't like the Toros? Well, in my opinion, the Toros is a lovely SUV. It's the best on its segment, and the Novak is the most similar of these two to the Toros. And unless you don't like the aesthetic, there's no reason to exchange the Toros for the Novak. So in case you already have a Pegassi Toros in your garage, the most reasonable second option is the Rebla GTS. The aesthetic is different, the feelings you get are more highway focused. With that I mean, it's more comfortable and also has higher top speed. So there's no reason to buy the Novak, because it's like slower and more expensive Toros. So why you want two cars that maybe can look a little bit different, but they make the same? If you are able to forget the $1 million price of the Rebla, then take this one, because still's an SUV like the Toros, but with a different DNA, styling and philosophy, and also looks to my eyes much cooler than the Novak, which to me, as I said, it's like a bad copy of the Toros, even knowing that in a few points it's better than the Rebla GTS. So yeah, final option is the much more expensive and luxurious Rebla GTS. So with that final verdict, we've arrived to the end of this episode of Two-Step Review. Remember, if you like our content, subscribe to our channel to stay tuned to every video. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, drive safe and take care with operators. See you on the next episode of Two-Step Review.